Hello, I'm Tina Tiainen, and in this episode of Tina Tiainen Television, we're going to learn how to wrap dreads. This is going to be perfect for helping you out, also for saving money if you want to use core fiber or batting. And I get a lot of questions about batting and core fiber and things like that, if you can use them for dreads. Yes, you can use them for dreads, and we're going to show you today how to do that. And actually it felt faster because the fibers are all in the first place. And this technique will save you money because core fiber and batting are a lot cheaper than your roving and top and stuff like that. So it's going to save you money if you can buy this inexpensive material and then wrap it with your more expensive, prettier wool, or just plain use core fiber by itself. So let's learn. Core fiber, use alone or as filler for wrapped dreads. Core fiber comes in a bunch of fluff. Now really what I have here is top that has been fluffed out because I didn't have any core fiber. So just pretend that this is core fiber, and this is how you can work it. Actually, this is what you can do with any kind of wool. You can do this with top, with roving, with whatever, batting, core fiber. We're going to use something called hand carders. Hand carders are basically like enormous pet brushes. Now, if you do not have hand carders, you can go to the store and buy wire bristled pet brushes. They're basically the same, so they will work for this. Brush on your wool. Move in a direction away from the carding handle. Stack it until it's full. Face your carders in the opposite direction and then brush them lightly against each other, just lightly touching the surfaces. Do not rub your tines harshly against each other because that can bend them back and damage your carders. Once your wool sheet is done, remove it by facing the carders. Then pick downward at the wool with one of the carders until the wool comes off. Then put your wool sheet side by side in a row. To get your batting or your core fiber into a shape that is reminiscent of a dreadlock, we're going to use a chopstick. Just place your chopstick down and then wrap your wool around it and roll it up. Twist loose fibers around so that it holds its shape. Remove the chopstick by mashing the wool together to release it. Shove the chopsticks into the end of your wool and you can make your dread longer. Here's how to use wire bristled pet brushes, or aka slicker brushes. These end up making smaller sheets, so you just have to make more of them. Twist wool around to secure the end and make it skinny. Roll the fibers together so that they stick. Make sure there are no thin spots. batting comes in sheets, and sometimes you can find vegetable matter or VM hiding inside. That's just grass and hay and stuff, so you can just pick that out. If you open up your batting, you will notice that it comes in sheets. These are really easy to wrap up with a chopstick, so this would be great for making dreadlocks with. To work with wool batting, separate a thin sheet of wool batting, and then we're going to roll it up with this chopstick. Pull off extra wool if it's getting too thick. To connect two pieces, have some fibers going inside of the tube and then have them connect to the next piece. And then roll it all up, and then you can add fibers to the outside if you need it. It's really easy to hide mistakes with core fiber and batting because the fibers are crisscrossing, so anything you add is just going to be stacked on top of other crisscrossing fibers, so it's going to match and look great. You can rub it to get the fibers to stick together. Once shaped, you may wrap it or then wet felt to finish. Hand roll before wrapping so that it shrinks your fibers down and makes it easier to work. Now for this one I'm going to wrap it, so I'm going to hand roll it first to get the fibers as small as possible. Add very hot soapy water to your dreadlock. And then rub it with your hands until it felts. If your dread is getting too long, you can pull off some of the length. If you want more specifics about how to wet felt and stuff like that, check out part 1 of this video. If your dreads are well felted and you want to make them shorter still, you can find the core fiber inside and then cut it. One trick to hide more scalp when you install your dreads is to add more wool to the root area because that makes it thicker and then it hides more scalp. Now it's ready for wet felting. See part 1 for detailed directions for wrapping and wet felting. Alright, so that's all for now. My name is Tina Tiainen, and if you like this video, give it a like down there somewhere, and also subscribe to my YouTube channel. I have lots of videos about dreads and other things, and also donate to my PayPal if you like this series and you want to help me out financially to make more videos. I love you guys, and I will see you later. My name is Tina Tiainen. Goodbye. The wool from today's video was purchased from purplemoosefelting.etsy.com, or find them at purplemoosefelting.com. Thank you for watching. Bye, darling.